craft elements. In this topic, traditional Chinese embroidery will be introduced. Embroidery, 刺绣. Embroidery is the handicraft of decorating fabric or other materials with needle and thread or yarn, and its origin can be dated back to the Warring States period. For famous Chinese embroideries, different regions have different types of embroidery. 4 kinds of embroidery are the most famous in China. That is Xiang embroidery, Su embroidery, Shu embroidery, and Yue embroidery. Xiangxiu. The Xiang embroidery comes from areas around the Changsha, Hunan province. The Xiang embroidery is distinct for its lively images, bright and multi-layered colors, and flexible stitches. Xiang embroidery composition combines void and solid imagery, utilizing empty space in the same way as Chinese ink and wash paintings. It is acclaimed for the lifelike portrayals of tigers and lions. Suxiu. Su embroidery is crafted in areas around the Suzhou, Jiangsu province, having a history of around 2,000 years. Perhaps most famous of all is Suzhou's double-sided embroidery, where a single image can be viewed from either side of a piece, or even different images on each side. The Su embroidery is famous for its beautiful patterns, elegant colors, variety of stitches, and consummate craftsmanship. Its stitching is meticulously skillful, coloration subtle, and refined. Suzhou artists are able to make embroidery typically with nature and environmental themes such as flowers, birds, and even gardens on a piece of cloth. Shuxiu. Shu embroidery comes from areas around the Chengdu, Sichuan province. The Shu embroidery is the oldest known embroidery style in China. The emphasis is on even stitching, delicate coloration, and local flavor. Sichuan embroidery is good at creating symbolically auspicious designs with natural objects such as lotuses, bamboos, and fish. Yuexiu. Yue embroidery is crafted in Chaozhou, Guangdong province. The Yue embroidery is composed of intricate but symmetrical patterns, vibrant colors, varied stitches, and defined weave. Its use of primary colors, light and shade, are reminiscent of Western paintings. The typical themes of Yue embroidery include phoenix and dragon. The element of embroidery has been widely used in modern costume design. Let's see some pictures. In this part, 4 designers will be introduced. Lan Yu. Lan Yu was born in the Suzhou embroidery family. She is the 5th generation descendant of her family. Her mother taught her embroidery skills in her young age. Lan Yu is good at integrating Chinese traditional embroidery with Western advanced materials in her designs. Her collections represent the elegant Oriental beauty with modern Western design perspectives. Her design combines traditional Chinese Suzhou embroidery with haute couture. She uses her designs as tools to introduce Oriental culture to the world. Lan Yu is also famous for her design of wedding dress. Around 2010, she became known to the public because of her design for female celebrities such as Luo Haiqiong, Dong Xuan, and Hu Ke. Lan Yu attaches great attention to the most important dresses for a girl. Therefore, she designs for everyone's character. She would like to talk with the brides and to know about their yearning for love when they are young, and then she can design for love. Guo Pei. Guo Pei is the first generation of fashion designers and the earliest haute couture design in China. She is the chief designer for Beijing Olympic Awards ceremony in 2008. 90% of the costumes in Spring Festival Gala every year are from her design studio. Guo Pei is best known for designing dresses for Chinese celebrities. Guo Pei is also a great designer who combined the art of embroidery and the modern costume together. Bu Kewen, the most famous identity of Bu Kewen, must be Fan Bingbing's designer. Here are some of the best-known works: Dragon Gown, Crane Gown, and China Door Gown. Dragon Gown is one of Fan Bingbing's most famous looks. She wore it at the 63rd Cannes Film Festival. The dragon pattern shows Fan's feminist thoughts. Bu used the element of Chinese red, embroidery, and the patterns of crane. For gentlemen, there are 9 cranes on the dress. 9 is believed to be a number of good luck. All the embroideries are made by hand. The whole dress took 60 tailors 4 months. Fan Bingbing wore it at the 64th Cannes Film Festival. Ma Ke. Ma Ke is a Chinese fashion designer. In 2006, Ma Ke founded a new fashion label, Wu Yong, and committed to the protection, inheritance, and the innovation of traditional clothing manufacturing techniques. In 2007, she even starred in the award-winning documentary Useless by Chinese director Jia Zhangke. Ma Ke believes that many useless things that have been abandoned have the most precious emotional memories of human beings, and she hopes that Wu Yong can reject the luxury and desire, returning to the true nature of person with a natural and a simple attitude. Thank you for listening to this lecture. Hope to see you soon. Goodbye.